Hello, creative people. My name's Dave Allen, and this is my studio. Today I'm going to introduce the pottery wheel, and I use the potter's wheel to generate cylindrical or round objects because it spins around. And today I'm going to introduce that object and talk about how I use it in my practice. And I might have my friend Thirsty help me describe it too. And we'll see if he describes it correctly because he gets a lot of things wrong. I think that Thirsty has a lot of trouble with a whole bunch of things, but he's in town and we're going to ask him some questions, so stick around. Should be pretty interesting.
Hey everyone out there in TV land, or video land, or internet land. I don't really know what land we're in right now. Land before time, land after time, time land. But anyway, my name's Thirsty. I come around and make some music occasionally, and Dave Allen asked me to help him with some stuff around the studio. So I'll be helping him, and stick around.
So hey, this is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. This is my potter's wheel, and I spend a lot of time. This is a pretty useful tool. So it has a foot pedal, and this piece spins around, and I put clay here, and this is how I form a lot of my round things. Like my cups, for example. So they spin around on here with wet clay before I fire them and glaze them. But I know what this tool is. I want to see if Thirsty knows what this tool is. So let's see if we can get him to describe what this does.
All right, so once again, I'm Thirsty. Dave Allen asked me here to help him try to explain some things that he has in his studio. You know, and I always like to try to give the guy help. He needs a lot of help, let's just say. So the thing he asked me to talk about today was this thing, and it's called a wheel. So it spins around. You can see it spinning round and round. And naturally, I've been thinking to myself, hey, it's a wheel. You know what? I bet you put a record on it, and it spins around, you know? So I got that far, but then I was like, hey, where do you plug this thing in? You know, I was like, I just can't figure out where to plug it in. But we'll ask Dave if we got that right. But I think I got that right.
So sorry, Thirsty, you got that one wrong. It's not for records. It's for clay. It's for wet ceramics. And this is where I throw all of my forms. So I take a wet piece of clay like this and spin it around and then manipulate it on the wheel to throw all of my cups. And that looks something like this. And like I said, I spend a lot of time on the wheel, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the things that I make on the wheel at some point, but that's how I use this tool. And after I form it by raising it up, then I let it carefully dry, decorate it with colored slips or glazes, fire it in a kiln, and then it becomes a cup. So thanks so much for sticking around and learning about my process. Once again, I'm Dave Allen. This is my studio. Big thanks to Uncle Thirsty for helping us try to figure out the difference between a record player and a pottery wheel. Once again, Thirsty was wrong, but we'll ask him some more questions about some other stuff in the future. But thanks again, and remember, be creative.